Welcome back. You're watching Business at 9 and switching gears compared to what we were talking about earlier. Let's talk about how Donald Trump woke up to a very different world just a few hours ago, possibly shocked by the visuals that you will now be seeing on your screens in a bit. And the global headline slamming Washington for alienating India. The dealmaker thus posted his own truth that India has offered almost zero tariffs on US goods. Trump, in fact, now claims India has offered to cut tariffs to nothing and adds that it's getting late statement that has now come in hours after Modi's successful China visit. But what did the Prime Minister say during this very important visit? Let's listen into that first.
कठिन से कठिन परिस्थितियों में भी भारत और रूस हमेशा कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर चले हैं। हमारा करीबी सहयोग न केवल दोनों देशों के लोगों के लिए बल्कि वैश्विक शांति, स्थिरता और समृद्धि के लिए महत्वपूर्ण है। एक्सेलेंसी, यूक्रेन में चल रहे संघर्ष के विषय में हम लगातार चर्चा करते रहे हैं। हाल में किए गए शांति के सभी प्रयासों का हम स्वागत करते हैं। हम आशा करते हैं कि सभी पक्ष कंस्ट्रक्टिवली आगे बढ़ेंगे।
Well, we clearly heard what the Prime Minister had to say, but given what Trump said after that, and all in all, when you're looking at this particular aspect, that's the same thing that we addressed to our guest earlier this evening, in fact, Ambassador Anil Trigunyat. And the question being, does that mean that Trump is now willing to come to the table after being snubbed by his once best friend, Narendra Modi? Let's listen in to his point of view.
Unifocal, very myopic approach that President Trump and his team, which is making the things worse, in fact, has been doing it. So India had to move on. India had to find other partners, had to find other equations, and that's precisely what we are doing. And now in a greater way, China is our second largest trading partner. We have to deal with it. And we have to try to bridge the gap of the trade deficit that we have with China of $100 billion. Our total exports to the United States happens to be somewhere around $80 billion or $85 billion. Now, that we'll have to diversify it. That's important for us. That does not mean that we are going away anywhere from the U.S. relationship. It's an important country, and we'll continue to engage. But that will be on the basis of mutual respect and mutual sensitivities.
All right, let's also move on to some more global news that we are tracking because a powerful earthquake measuring 6.3 on the Richter scale has struck eastern Afghanistan near the Pakistan border. In fact, the disaster has claimed over 800 lives and injured approximately 2,500 people. Entire villages and buildings have been reduced to rubble. You're looking at some of the visuals on your screens of the aftermath of that horrific incident. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in fact, has expressed deep sorrow over the tragedy and conveyed India's readiness to provide humanitarian assistance in this testing time. We'll keep you ahead as far as that's also concerned, but let's move on. Well, the beginning of the month often marks key financial activities, salary credits, bill payments and planning expenses. But just as we plan for our expenses, it's equally important to plan for our investments. To encourage this particular habit, SBI Mutual Fund, in collaboration with Times Network, is launching a nationwide investor awareness initiative, Bharat Nivesh, Behtar Nivesh, Behtar Kal. Now, the objective of this initiative is to promote the habit of consistent investing among Indians, helping them secure their financial future. And as part of the campaign, we are observing 4th of every month as a monthly reminder to ensure that you start your mutual fund SIP or ensure your existing SIP continues. So go on and set your reminder to invest consistently and stay committed to your goals for the financial well-being of you and your loved ones. Well, on that note, that's all I have for you in this edition of Business at 9. On behalf of my entire team and I, thank you for joining us and good night.